Hello everyone, and today I'll be reading a Dazai listener by me. So let's get into it. Dazai doesn't usually show his own emotions, and for the most part, he's good at masking them. But falling in love with someone and actually caring about consequences because you're going to live with them and see the results of those consequences and whatever happens, it's different. It's something he's not used to. Something he has to learn to get used to, and he finds it to be quite exhausting. Sometimes he would even say it was not worth the effort, but then he looks at your face, at your beautiful smile, and remembers why he does it all, why it's so worth it, why it's worth preparing for the next day and seeing it and living it through. It matters, because right now, he has someone that he actually wants to live with. So it was not all bad and frustrating for him. No, you were there, and that's what mattered. But sometimes he had those scenes that got the best of him. Not enough to change his mind about things, of course, but enough to make him irritated and very, very annoyed. You see, the TV were going out on a date, and it was fun. At first, since you were wearing your dress and all, Daza couldn't stop teasing you and flirting with you all the way. And honestly, you didn't know how you were going to spend the rest of the night if he couldn't get his hands off of you already. You were blushing as he kissed you, an arm wrapped around your waist, while he whispered things into your ear, kissing the side of your neck softly when no one was looking. Dazai, enough, seriously. We're in public. At least wait until you're drunk. Then you can have an excuse. Well, at least you were right about that. So he waited. Not until he was drunk. He doesn't like drinking too much when you're around, just so he can make sure that you went home safely. And he kept watching you. Careful. You were drinking, though. It didn't matter much to you. And if you were to be honest, you always felt safe when Daza was around. So you had nothing to worry about. No reason to not drink all as you want. But it seemed like someone else here had a different opinion. There was this guy, and Daza noticed it way before you did. A guy who kept looking at you in a way that Daza disliked very much. He didn't look at you kindly. He looked at you like he wanted to eat you right there. And Daza was uncomfortable with it. Just the mere idea of that guy looking at you in that way. It made him very upset. It irked him, for lack of better words. And it was even worse when he walked up to you and started talking to you. Dazai was ready to just go ahead and punch him and tell him to stay away from you forever. But that was not the best way to go about things. And mostly, it was because he had done nothing wrong. Not yet. But you could tell. He just had that feeling that something would go horribly wrong a couple minutes later. It all started when he began to flirt with you, and you felt something was off. Hey, mister, how about you go away? I don't really like when you're too close. You know, there's the rest of the bar to go. But you know what? You look pretty. And you smell good too, the strange man said, in his creepy way, choosing to sit next to you. And Dazai just had two things to deal with. First off, his own jealousy, and also his protectiveness. And both of these things made him feel very possessive of you at the moment. And the feeling was only getting stronger with each passing moment. Dazai wanted him off, away, and gone right out of that bar. And he just had to wait. Eventually, he would go away. Surely. So he took a deep breath, a sip of his drink, and hoped when he closed his eyes and opened them, he would not be there. Well, it didn't work, but at least he tried. And then, just right then, he began to notice how you two were uncomfortable, and how the guy was looking at you in a creepy way. That's when Dazai knew he had to step in, because things were taking a very bad turn. And if he did not interrupt now, you could get hurt. And in turn, that would cause him to make a very big scene. So it's better to actually interrupt now and prevent that unsightly series of events from happening. Hey, you, get away from her, Dada says, his voice firm, as he wraps an arm protectively and possessively around you. You look thankful, if anything, which makes him feel bad for not intervening soon enough. But there is no point thinking about that or dwelling on it. The guy takes one look at him, at his fierce gaze and the way he holds you against him, and knows that he has to go away, because Dazai was looking for a fight, and he was not about to back down. He sure might hate pain and fighting in a way that would cause him pain. But what he hated even more is that jealousy swelling up inside of him, and the thought of you getting hurt. Those two feelings were very unpleasant, way more so than pain itself, which says a lot, for him at least. And the next thing that you know, he's taking you to a corner of the bar, where no one else is looking, and looks at you, a look of need and desire. And you know what's going on through his head. Dazai, just not here. Not right now. How about you wait until we get home? He shuts you up with a kiss, cupping your face in his hands, and kissing you softly before deepening it. And if you were to be honest, you were just as hungry for that kiss as he was. So it's inevitable that you start melting into it, closing your eyes, forgetting about the worries of someone seeing you and the way you would be embarrassed after. And you know what? It's worth it. Because that kiss in the bar might as well be the best kiss you've ever had with him. It's exciting, and it's full of feelings, need and relief, and possessiveness, mostly from him. He's just like that, you guess. But you get quite used to it. And looking at him, those wild eyes of his, you know there's a lot more waiting. And it was not going to be in the bar. Maybe when you're home. But what you knew is, he was a very jealous man, whether he likes to admit it or not. And surely enough, he does bite into your neck to leave a mark. Before the two of you can go on and enjoy your date night, just so everyone knows you're his, and they have no chance with you. Not even a single one.